There was a boy who had to live inside a special bubble from birth. Even a tiny speck of dust from the outside world could be deadly to him. 4 years passed, but his condition showed no signs of improvement. His parents had no choice but to bring him home to care for him themselves. His mom built a massive custom bubble room for him. Mom gave him all her love, but whenever she wanted to touch her son, she could only do so through thick rubber gloves. Under his mother's careful care, Jimmy grew up day by day inside his bubble. But this isolated life had its troubles. Other kids loved to make fun of him and would even throw rocks at him.
Get out of here, you little fucker! Come on!
Slowly, he grew up in the bubble. The world inside that bubble became his entire universe. Until that afternoon, he looked out the window and saw a beautiful girl. Her smile pierced straight through Jimmy's heart. From that day on, Jimmy watched the girl every day. The next day, the curious girl came to Jimmy's house on her own. She was amazed to see all the tubes throughout the house.
Oh my gosh! What? Are you okay?
What? Wait, no. I was just playing. I was just playing.
This was Jimmy's first close encounter with a girl, and he was so nervous he could barely speak. The girl found Jimmy adorable. She started visiting Jimmy regularly, and they enjoyed each other's company. As time passed, they fell in love with each other. The girl wanted to crawl into the bubble to be with him, but no matter what she said, Jimmy didn't have the courage to open the door. This transparent barrier created distance between them and hit the pause button on their relationship. Gradually, the girl started dating someone else. They were getting married. The girl wanted to give Jimmy one last chance, but he still didn't have the courage to leave his bubble. Finally, the girl left behind a snow globe and walked away. Jimmy thought for a long time. He decided to chase after his love. He put on a homemade bubble protective suit, cut through the bubble home he'd lived in for so many years, and walked out into the outside world. The outside world felt incredibly exciting to him, but his joy didn't last long. When he told the ticket seller about his love story, he was told that a ticket to love would cost $200. With no money, he had to continue on foot. But he hadn't gotten far when a bus hit him and sent him flying. Thanks to his bubble suit's protection, he wasn't injured. After hearing his love story, the passengers on the bus decided to give him a ride. Later, he met a motorcycle rider. After hearing Jimmy's story, the rider decided to help Jimmy chase his love. Soon they arrived in Las Vegas. The man had planned to help Jimmy earn some travel money and then leave, but ended up losing his motorcycle instead. On the road, he met a kind old man. They continued the journey in his vintage car. The next day, when Jimmy woke up, he discovered in horror that the old man had passed away. The car was being driven by his spirit.